Not many coming up this morning. I don't know if you can see them in the camera. A lot of little babies down there feeding right in the middle of that. Not a very big crowd this morning. All right, another morning in paradise. I'm the only one here. Nobody's returned from Songkran yet, other than those guys put them glass doors in yesterday. Talked about changing out this driveway. I had this series of sticks nailed together that I was having to carry over here, carry back, carry over, carry back every time I wanted to get in or out. And the only reason I'm doing this is keep the damn cattle out. During the night, I just leave it down, but during the day, I have to have it up to keep the cattle out. So rather than screwing around carrying that thing around, some pit has trouble carrying it. Not that it's heavy, it's just awkward. But rather than screwing around with that, I just put a rope on there so I can just drop it down and drive over it. So this works pretty good. These are just little cutting board things they sell at the 20 baht store for 20 baht. But it works. Go over here. I've been turning this light on at night when nobody's here, just maybe help keep people out of here thinking somebody's here. So we'll get this turned off. I am going to town this morning. Oh, if you're ever in Thailand, you see one of these plugs like this, never grab it and pick it up. I see these everywhere all the time. Okay, so we got the fish fed as you've seen this morning. In about an hour, I'm going to head back home. We are going to head to town. And I've got some supplies I need to pick up, but more importantly, I'm going to go talk to a place where I think they sell and install gutters and talk to them about coming out and giving me a price on this rain gutter for this upper roof. But first, I need to take a picture to kind of help explain to them what we're trying to do. So I think what the plan is right now, and somebody online suggested this, and it's a good idea, I think, is we'll gutter this whole roof, the whole side of the house, but just inside of this facade, drop the eaves pipe down, run it across the roof, punch a hole in here, and just bring it down right by this one. Do that on both ends. That will take all the water off that roof. Well, as much as the gutter and the downspout will take. But we'll take most of the water off that roof and just get it down here without even going to this roof. I think if we do that, this other one will probably keep up. If it doesn't, then we're all for the better for doing what we do, because if it can't keep up with just this roof, it's going to be really bad from both roofs. This is the size of gutter that is on this piece above my head right now. I've seen some that are twice that wide and 3 times that deep. I mean, they're massive for like huge buildings, but I can't fit that on my roof up here. I don't have the clearance. 17 centimeters from the bottom of the tile to the top of the facade. The place I'm going to talk to, I know they got a machine that takes rolls of sheets and bends to make the roofing. I think they have a machine that does the gutters too, so hopefully we can pick what size gutter we want. Duke ain't gonna like me punching holes in his facade, but you know what? It's my facade. That's my problem that I need to fix. There really isn't much left to do in this room other than paint, trim around the baseboard, and do the electrical. Get them lights in up there. I told them I wanted them to completely finish this window so I could see what it was gonna look like before I decide to rip them out of here. Because I'm still not happy with this green glass. I still say it gives it a green tint on that wall. Look in that corner, or right here on this wall, to me it's got a green tint to it. I've said it before, we put this hallway in just to let air flow down through here, and I caught it too late, but they put this damn door frame in with the door swinging out instead of in like we do in the US. So by putting the exterior door out here, the thing's going to swing open and the wind is going to catch it no matter what you do. It's either, I mean, it's going to be impossible. You're going to have to put something out here to literally block the door, because those little magnetic door stops are not going to hold this door in the wind. I just don't understand why they do this. It's retarded. Put the damn door in here. You could swing the main door. You could swing it over here, catch it with a magnetic door stop. Your screen door is here flush with the wall. You don't even have to worry about the wind. And I caught this, but it was too late. He already had the damn thing halfway concreted in there. I should have made him tear it out because it's going to be a problem for us now. Like I said, the main reason we put this hallway in was to be able to put a screen door, leave this door open, let the air flow through like it is blowing right now. I don't know if you can see my shirt moving. Nice cool breeze right here. But that was the whole intention of this. But now I'm going to have this freaking door hanging out here in the wind. And every time you want to open the door, you got to open the screen door, come out here, open this, secure it, come back through the screen door and close the screen door. If you had it set up the way I'm talking about with the door here and screen door on the outside, in the morning you just walk up here, pull this open, magnetic door stop, that's it. Screen door's there, flush with the wall. Wind comes through the screen door, everybody's happy. Instead, I got this. I told Songkran, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put a screen door in it, which is very disappointing because, like I said, I literally designed this house with a hallway here and a hallway there to get full flow going both directions through the house. Now, as you know, we took that hallway over there and made it bedroom and then oversized the window in our bedroom to make sure we could still get some good airflow down through that part of the house. But like I said, one more time, this is the whole purpose of this was airflow, and now it's just going to be a pain in my ass. All right, good morning from Paradise in Thailand. The tile team returned yesterday. I got out here and started my day as normal and did not do a video in the morning because nothing had changed from the previous day, right? But they got started tiling, and about mid-morning, I got notified that my friend Eddie had passed away, the one I've talked about in the video many, many times. So, needless to say, I kind of cut the day short. I was going to leave here at 4 o'clock yesterday anyhow, because we needed to go to Kanthalak to get some stuff from Global House, but when we got that news, we kind of cut it off early and left about midday. So I did not get to see what they got done yesterday, but our bedroom and most of the closet, it looks like. So I am sure, well, I don't want to say anything for sure, but I would think they would get this all done today. And then I don't know where they're going to go. As always, I can we'll assume that they're going to start in the bathrooms. The 2 bathrooms and this utility room all get the same tile. As you know, the walls in the bathrooms are already done, so I don't know. They haven't done any painting or anything on the ceiling, so I don't know if they'll want to wait on those, but I don't know. Like I said, I never know what's going on, so we'll just play it by ear. Back to Eddie for a second. I was trying to track down his brother in Canada because I know he watches our channel. This video won't come out for several days. I just hope that this isn't how you find out about Eddie. I would hope that someone would contact your family and get a hold of you. But if this is your first hearing of this news, I truly apologize. I did try to track you down through some contacts of Eddie's that I had in my phone. I was not successful, as you know. But yeah, it's just tragic news. 69 years old, 8-year-old daughter, 9-year-old daughter, 8 years old, I think she is. Just a tough situation for everybody. Spoke with Duke yesterday, and it sounds like the painters are going to be back sometime in the next week. We asked him to have them finish the paint in here first, inside, so I can get started on my electrical, which is what we were going to Kanthalak yesterday for, to Global House, is to get the supplies for the conduit and all that stuff. So our plan today is to head up to Sisaket. We'll get those supplies from Taiwatsadu. We know 3 different places up there we can go. If they don't have what we need, we'll find it somewhere else. But we'll go get that taken care of this morning, probably here mid-afternoon. We'll be back here to see what they've got done and what they're working on. Lines look pretty good. And I'm sure you can see it in the cameras, but those damn green windows give this room a green tint. And I have my sunglasses on, but I take them off and I still see green. Do not like the green. Okay, we fed the fish. The plants did not get watered. Well, a bunch of them didn't get watered at all yesterday because I was going to do it in the afternoon, and then it just never happened. So I'm going to get over here and get some plants watered. And we will talk to you all this afternoon. All right, another beautiful evening in Paradise. We went to Sisaket. I'll tell you what to do. We were there for about 3 hours. We got all the stuff to put that rain gutter on the back up there when we get ready to. And I got all the electrical stuff for the pump house. We'll kind of start on that tomorrow, but as you can see, I have green windows. Anyhow, they got all the tile done in the bedroom. This is a master bedroom, looking through the window here. And from there, they went to the utility room. And then they were going to start in the bathrooms. Utility room being that laundry room. I'm sure they're about done with that or done with it, as they were pretty close earlier. So they got a couple left there. They'll probably let these set tonight, and then they'll come in and cut around those and put those in. There's a floor drain in the corner, a washer drain, and a water feed. They'll finish this tomorrow. And as you can see, he's got half of this done. Hope you can see, it's kind of dark. But he'll get this tomorrow. He'll get this tomorrow. He'll probably get both bathrooms in that utility room done tomorrow. We do not have the tile for that kitchen yet. It has not showed up. So I imagine after that, he will start on these counters, because he's got 1, 2, 3 counters to make, and we're putting in concrete sink basins in both bathrooms. So I don't know what he'll start on first, but I'm sure he'll go to one of those. Nothing to show in the pump house. Like I said, I got all the stuff for it. Includes a breaker box and all the breakers and stuff. I got to piecemeal it together because they didn't have the sizes I wanted in a package. So I got all the pieces to build the breaker box and all the conduit. Got lights. I'm going to put 1 light out here, 2 lights in here. I'll put 1 here and 1 there. I'm going to put we'll go through this later, but I'm going to put the breaker box right here. We'll have the controller for the pump right next to it from the well. And then we'll have the bypass switch for the float for the well, or for this tank, probably over here by the tank somewhere. And basically just run a conduit up there across the top for the lights, and I'll use that conduit to run down that wall for a light switch here, and then a couple outlets, 1 here, 1 on the outside. 1 outlet here, 2 outlets here, 2 outlets here. So pretty basic, pretty simple. Duke did say the painters will be back tomorrow, so hopefully they will get this knocked out. I'm going to push them in this direction, and like I said, Sumpit talked to him about it. Getting this done first so I can get started on my electrical and get this done. That will get everybody off that switch on the controller, turning the well off and on. We'll get into this tank and use the float and use the pressure pump just like you would for your house. The electrical, once they get this painted, I'm going to guess the electrical probably 2 days. I mean, I think I can do it in a day, but as hot as it is, I probably won't work in the middle of the day. I will just work in the morning once this is painted, and then in the evening. If it takes a week, it takes a week. It doesn't really matter. But at least we'll be able to get started on it. So Duke had the electrician hook these wires up to here and run the actual well pump wires underground up into the floor. That's not going to work for me, because if I got to pull that well, I got to be able to unhook the wires for the pump from this controller inside. I got to be able to unhook the wires, pull the wires out of the building, and then pull the whole pump out, because that wire runs all the way down to the pump, if you recall. So underground isn't going to work. When I get ready, I'm going to dig up the end of this conduit where they got the wire going in here, and I'm going to pull that back out of the floor and run it. I'll probably drill another hole and just run it through another hole, independent hole by itself, right here next to this pipe hole, because I'll just like there, I'll just tie it to the pipe all the way up, or it goes through the wall. I'll just put a hole next to it and run the wire through there. That way, like I said, when I need to pull it, I just unhook the wires on the controller, pull them outside, and then I can just lift this out. But under the ground isn't going to work. Once I get wired in there, then I will, like I said, pull this wire up, hook it to the controller in there. I'll move the controller in there. I will use these wires that they've got hooked to the pump right now. I'll use those to hook to that top box and just lay them on the ground here, run them over, poke them through this hole, and use that to power this room until they're ready to tie in the other end of this wire for this room at the breaker box in there. So we'll have power. We'll have all the outlets in here usable. Sabai and I were over fishing for the last hour here. We caught 3 nice tilapia and 1 big catfish. Also, I put a bounty out. I think I mentioned it in a video the other day. I put a bounty out on these stumps. 2,000 baht for somebody to come chop them up and get rid of them. Her nephew, the one that put this fence in for us, took us up on the offer, and they've been out here. You can see they got that one all sawed up, and that one's ready to go. They're over there working on the little ones today. In fact, I think they loaded his pickup with small ones already, but they'll get rid of those. But I told them 2,000 baht, but I gave Songpit 3,000 to give to them because it's freaking hot out here. They've been out here all day. I think it's worth the extra 1,000 just because it's worth it to get rid of them, actually. But I want to make sure I got people that'll come and help me when I need them. So that's probably the best way to do it. Overpay them, right? Okay, so there you have it. We will see you tomorrow.